Okay, just listen. All that creaking is literally the tire carrier. I've taken like days of my life and devoted it to this, okay? These are fine, this is fine, everything here is fine. It literally comes from the tire carrier, all the popping noises. I think it's just under too much stress. If you guys have been watching the whole Jeep build or any of the Jeep build or anything to do with me ever putting wheels on a Jeep, I've always talked, maybe more than I should have, about saying to never have 4 wheels. And I say, don't be a little bitch, buy 5.
Always buy 5 wheels for your Jeep. Please don't buy 4. Just buy 5.
Today, I will be removing the 5th wheel against everything I've ever told you guys because it's dude, the tire carrier is every single bump I hit when I'm driving this thing, it like creaks and pops and bangs and it's driving me insane. It's because this weighs like more than 2 times the amount of a stock wheel. It's not meant to carry that much weight. For me to have a wheel and tire this big, especially because these are bead locks, like they're really, really heavy, I should upgrade the tire carrier. And if I upgrade the tire carrier, I should upgrade the hinges on the door to heavy duty hinges to help support the fact that we're carrying all this extra weight and whatever, and I don't want to do that. The reality is, I'm never gonna be able to jack, I don't have a high jack today. We're getting rid of this guy. As much as I love the way it looks, and I'm not sold on not having one, I cannot stand listening to this creaking anymore. So, today we have the TerraFlex rear tire delete. This is got no reviews or anything. Nobody runs this. This is the cheapest one you can get. It's like $100 cheaper than all the metal ones. I think it's made of plastic. I don't really care. I'm not sold on the way they look regardless. This one keeps the functions of everything we need, and a freaking license plate cover to go with it because, not yet, but eventually we'll have these in stock. So shout out to everybody that came out to Driven yesterday. It was actually a really cool and like humbling day to be back and be meeting with you guys and hanging out in Toronto and having a good time. I don't know when these videos are gonna start coming out, but we're gonna be in Driven Edmonton and Driven Vancouver on June, what's the date today? 4th, June 9th and June, the weekend after that, we're gonna be in Vancouver. So we have like all this kind of stuff is gonna be for sale at the shows before it's on the website. That's what I'm trying to say. Thanks to everybody that came out yesterday. Oh!
Hey, you wanna turn around?
Yeah, oh!
How clean is that? Check out, committed crew right there, bam.
We also got the late nights loud cars drop. We got stickers, we got shirts. You guys will see it on the site after all the shows are over. For today, we need to stop my tire from creaking because I'm gonna lose my So this guy is like some hard ABS. A lot of them are metal. This one's not metal because they're just really expensive and they just sit on the back of the Jeep. What I really wanted was something that retained all the stuff. So this keeps the license plate light, backup camera, and third brake light all in one thing. I don't like the way these look without, I don't know why this sounds stupid, but like I like pod lights on these.
Okay.
I don't know why. I feel like without them, it just looks like pointless. It's just like, there's your boring plate.
Yeah.
If you put light brackets coming out of this, it looks cool.
Okay.
We don't have any light brackets, but I was thinking of getting the guys at Ignition to like print custom ones for the holes that come out and have lights.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. It's got like, you can see there's little metal inserts in the feet, so at least they're not gonna like break off or anything if you get hit. And of course, the bestest and finalistest piece. Bam, baby. Look at that.
There's vents in there?
Yeah, so that's why this is such an awkward thing, because you can't just take it off.
Yeah.
Or people would, but this is where the vents go. So you have to buy something to cover it, otherwise you look like an actual idiot.
Yeah.
This might be a little trickier than I first anticipated. We might have to take some stuff off first. There it is. A little brute force never hurts. The PP has been removed. Thin that is.
Yeah, it's tiny.
It barely exists. Now that we took this off, I'm gonna have a random hole right here in my bumper.
Right, for?
Whatever we want. Onboard air maybe? Or water?
Onboard air.
I think onboard air sounds best.
Yeah.
Because right
Come
now
on.
I have a compressor.
Look
like,
at this thing.
Well, whatever. Right now when you go off-roading, it's like, it's not hard, dude. I just open this, I grab my compressor, and I plug it into the battery and I do my thing. But imagine if this, I like wired this up under here.
Yes.
And then the air line went from under here through into that hole.
Yes.
How sick would that be? Maybe I'll get the ignition guys, because I already said I was gonna get them to make light pods. Maybe I'll get them to make a mount for the bumper.
Yes.
We'll just have a day of like 3D printed parts everywhere.
Yes.
They're not super specific on like how they want you to get it up into here.
Oh yeah, I see it.
But if you just kind of feel your way into the darkness. This is the extension harness that came with the thing. We plugged it into where the license plate light was, ran it across the top of the frame back here, bumper. I don't know, bumper, up into the taillight. You guys saw that, and then I think you'll be able to see this grommet. I'm trying to, right there, do you see that moving? Boom.
Yes.
There you go. So now, this goes up through the taillight, comes up through that grommet. This is the one that goes in the tailgate, but this sack feels like it has lots of room in it. So
you can maybe
let's
put it in there?
Yeah, like I think if we once we get this off, we'll know if we have room to get in there. Oh,
What is that?
This is rag. So at one point that was rattling.
Oh my god.
And then when it was close, I put a rag on this just to stop it from.
Nice.
It worked. You have no idea what it's like to drive a Jeep and be someone that hates rattles.
Yeah. Oh.
This is the most anti-rattle vehicle I've ever owned.
Nice.
It just loves to make sound.
Yeah.
I was just putting tape back on this piece to like secure this back in here, and it occurred to me that I told you guys I want light pods on this thing. I should run wiring for the light pods now. I literally just had these blue wires laying in my toolbox, so I'm gonna just run them like this, and they're gonna come right into the Jeep, like literally out of this boot, and that's it. And they're just gonna be dead-ended for now. And then if I decide to get pod lights one day, there's already wiring to here. The good news is, we had the most random strips of wiring, and they're almost all the same length. Like, how did I just have 4 wires almost all the same?
Yeah, nice.
It's just sick because it reuses all the OEM stuff, so like, it's good. The camera's gonna be good quality. It's not gonna be junk. The lights are gonna be good. They're gonna shine. They're gonna do what they need to do.
Yep.
So now we can wire this up so we know how much wire we need. This guy is for what? Oh, it's for the license plate light.
Yeah.
Okay, the extendo boy. Yep, third brake light.
Nice, dude.
I'm not gonna lie, I was super nervous to do this, but like,
I think that's great. It's
that
a good
looks
move.
good.
Yeah. Nice.
it's just so flat, you know?
Yeah.
No bumper doesn't help. I really think having lights coming off of this will make it
really help.
100 times better.
Yeah.
But let's finish this up before we judge it, because I'm gonna think the circle one goes here where the circle. Oh yeah.
Nice. Wow, that's a tiny hole. I thought it was gonna be a lot bigger, like an actual grommet.
Me too. Okay, so the only thing that kind of bugs me is they didn't give me one for this.
Mm-hmm.
It looks
I
kind of
guess
stupid.
they just assume that you already have it there, so.
Yeah, but now all of them are small and that one's big.
Yeah. So,
Figure that out and send me one, because that looks like fucking ass. The Jeep's now like 110 pounds lighter, which is actually really good for fuel economy, for adding weight to it, for doing anything. The hinges can breathe. There's 2 things I find weird. The first one is that Terraflex never sent me a freaking cap for this. So now like these look good, that's weird. Someone get on that at Terraflex and send me that, because that looks weird. Otherwise, I think it looks great. it does what it needs to, you know? Like, it's
clean.
Yeah, it's not a show-y thing. I still kind of feel like I can't believe I put it on after all the shit I talked about not having a spare tire. But I mean, it's cool. It gives us the ability to do something really cool right here, like I was talking about, make some sort of like air hose fitting or something that comes out here. The bumper actually, with no plate on it, looks totally fine. I was worried that you would notice the license plate spot, but they're both kind of equally indented. And the Jeep, when you get away from it, looks fine. Like if you look at the Jeep as a whole, the Jeep looks great. And I think it only looks weird from the back right here.
Like dead on.
Yeah, like this looks stupid. And I think it's because it doesn't have any girth. It used to be like big in the back and now it's not. So I think what will fix that, which is the second thing I don't like, which is just how slim it is like I said, if I get some pod lights or something, like imagine just a couple little lights poking off of there, or something, you guys can give me ideas or whatever, just to put on the back of that, just to make it a little bit girthier, just have that like...
You know, the testicles that people put on...
Don't even nut, that's cut off already. This guy, like, I know it was meant to project lengthwise, so we fired it up in the garage with the doors down. The light works, it actually highlights the plate cover really, really nicely. Third brake light looks great, backup camera works. So it retains everything, it's great. Door weighs nothing to open anymore, like it's almost too easy. And you don't even see anything. We got everything nicely tucked up. The wiring's run for the lights if we so choose to do it. I think I'm just gonna get used to it. I think that's it. It's just, that's the biggest thing. It's like you took something very big and removed it. So now it's just a matter of getting used to how that feels. So we need one of these and maybe some taillights or something to spice up the rear end, but that's it, dude. Keep your eyes out on the website for the late nights loud cars drop. And come to Driven Vancouver, Driven Edmonton if you guys are in the area. Super quick, super easy install. I need to go and sleep now. You know, I still have my Driven hangover, so.
This is the day after.
This is, yeah. We went to bed last night at like midnight, and we woke up this morning and came straight outside to film this because the sound this was making was driving me insane, dude. Like, I just hated driving anywhere because it drove me nuts. So that's on, we're good. That's all I got for you guys. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out and stay committed.